Dernier Audiobooks.
Beech Bank Girls, Making a Difference by Eleanor Watkins. The book is read by Jan Wilson. Published by Dernier, P.O. Box 403, Tunbridge, TN 99BJ. This book is copyright 2010 and unauthorized copying is illegal. All rights reserved. To my 6 great nieces, Saffron, Megan, Charlotte, Rianne, Tegan and Ellen, with my love. Part 1. Rachel's Story, New Beginnings. 1. That week didn't exactly get off to a good start in several ways. I wasn't in a very good mood to begin with, if I'm honest. Getting ready for school Monday morning, first day back after the October half-term, my head was still reeling with the news we'd been told the night before. It was one of the weekends that the step-siblings, all 4 of them, had come to stay. Maxwell is a year younger than me, 13. The twins Ben and Jade nearly 11, and Billy is 7. With my sister Ruth, 12, my mum and stepdad Ted, not to mention the pets, we're quite a houseful. But we'd had a good time that weekend, no quarrels to speak of, no major differences, no accidents, nobody going down with a sore throat or a sniffle or coming out in a rash, except for one annoying spot that appeared on my chin. We'd gone out into the countryside on Saturday, walked the dog in the woods, all in autumn colours, with piles of fallen leaves crackling under our feet and the smell of damp earth and wood smoke from someone's bonfire. Mum and Ted were holding hands and looking soppy. The kids were kicking leaves about and climbing trees, and we had lunch at a pub. I had quite an interesting conversation with Max about earthworms. He's coming on a lot, that boy. Then on Sunday we had a morning in the garden and a barbecue and bonfire after church. Ted has to take the steps back to their grandparents on Sunday evening, and they were just about packed and ready when Mum asked all of us to come into the sitting room for a moment, as they had something to tell us. We all trooped in, quieter than usual. The last time this had happened, it had been to break the news of the death of the steps' mother, Ted's first wife. It had happened only weeks ago and was fresh in all of our minds. Surely something else bad couldn't have happened. But Mum and Ted didn't look sad at all. In fact, both of them had big grins. They looked at each other and then at us. "We wanted to tell you when you were all here together," began Mum, and was interrupted by several voices. "Tell us what? Is it a surprise? Are we going to Disney World?" This from Billy, who is crazy about princesses, fairies and magical castles. Ted shook his head. "'Fraid not, sweetie. Not any time soon, at least." "Are we getting a pony?" asked Ruth hopefully. "Not a pony," said Mum tantalizingly, and then, as though she couldn't hold it in any longer, she burst out, "We are getting something wonderful, though, a baby." For a moment there was just a kind of stunned silence. I looked round at the other faces. Max had a kind of puzzled expression, as though he hadn't worked out that when people are married they sometimes have babies. Ruth's mouth had fallen open into a round O shape, and her eyes were out on stalks. Ben looked faintly embarrassed, and I saw for a moment a flicker of disappointment
Sample complete. Ready to continue?